Howdy, y'all. This is Stone Hook in Orange, Texas. I kinda had a bad week last week. Worked too hard, then didn't feel good, and had a medical emergency right there on Friday night, I guess it was. This is late Sunday night now. But anyway, this rock right here is one of them rocks Mr. Brown brought me. It's got a funny shape right there, but look at that. Where a flake has been taken off way back there somewhere. It's got a patina growed over it, looks like. But just a beautiful ameba looking shape of rock, and I don't even know what kind it's gonna be. I'm kind of over the shock of all the big rocks here, sort of. Because I've been feeling bad, not feeling like working a big rock lately so much. But I go over there and I start looking for little rocks like this one in there. There's stuff in there I just didn't even see yet. Picked this piece up, had big thick cortex on it. When I knocked the cortex off of it, look at that, man. That is just a pure D purple colored, what I call Texas tabs. They used to buy these things. They was different thickness of slabs, and some of them would be this purple color. It was always like a flat slab chert, just broken pieces, you know, and they hardly ever have a crack in them. I love that chert. That was my favorite for a long time. I just found this piece here too. I mean, it looks like a piece of root beer with cream all the way around it. I had another nice piece of root beer the other day too. I worked it down already, but I couldn't believe it was just a top quality root beer as you can get. Mr. Brown is in a spot that's just got some of the best darn chert Texas has to offer right there at his feet almost. Now, that's not his feet. Some of it he had to dig out of the limestone and work for it, really, so it ain't that easy. But he sure got a heck of a nice variety of top quality raw Texas chert. I don't know what I'm really gonna make out of this thing. I got kind of a mind. I've been wanting to make a Clovis. I don't know what shape I get out of this. If it comes out a little wider, I might save it for something besides the Clovis. But I'm gonna just see. I'm gonna start out with this 1.5" bopper. And I would really like to knock that whole thing off there and maybe get another point out of that piece, but I don't know if that'll happen or not. I'm gonna hit it way up there high. Well, I didn't mean to hit that high. Dadgummit. I probably just put some shatters all in there. I got something better to get up. Doc Einstein sent me this thing right here. I bet it'll do it. Well, it dang sure ain't doing it. I can't believe that ain't just coming off there. I'm not used to trying to knock something like that off like that, but I don't know why. I see fractures already starting in there. There's finally. Dang. I got that all cracked up in there now, but I think there's a point left in that piece. It was pretty. Everything he brought has been brown color except the purple here, so it's kind of an oddball in the brown family of rocks there. But anyway, I'll put that thing down for a break the lid. And I'm gonna hit this again right there. And right there. I kind of missed. I got a hook in it for sure. It's thin enough and flat enough. The hook will almost fall out of it. Just crumbling that. Well, this is a good flaking shirt. It seems like it's ripping some of them flakes, but it's really taking a flake off of there easy. I mean, I can tell I don't know, it don't seem as hard as like that root beer was, but it's a good shirt. Take one more. Ooh, the crust. Well, there's a little point in that piece. Well, there's a point in that place too. Shoot. I hate all that right there I did to it. But yeah, man, it really, I just got all my stuff out of the truck after that. All my flint knife and stuff loaded up in the truck. And I was gonna leave early Saturday morning. I head to Natchez, Mississippi, and just spend the day with John Tuttle and Dan Collins was gonna be there. Man, darn it, that's the second. Probably, I think that might be the third time that I was gonna go and nap with Mr. Tuttle, and something happened every time. Friday night was a little medical type emergency with my wife that, I don't know, maybe we overreacted, maybe we didn't. But we wound up, got to see a doctor first thing Saturday morning. But I didn't make it to Natchez, Mississippi yet. I'm gonna make it one day. Can't wait till I like watching Mr. John nap. I've been tempted to make me a John Tuttle style bopper, because man, some of them flakes he knocked off of little old thin edges is incredible. Just what I need to be able to do a lot. And he seems to make it look so easy. I mean, I gotta have a little better thicker edge than he does. So I do way more edge preparation. But he just take this rock here and he's like, man. Pow! He only about to lean out here. He's got that long handle on him. He sat back in his chair. Pow! 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 My face. I like that though, the way he does that with that long handle. There goes the lightweight bopper. That little copper cap is moving when it hits the edge of that rock. I knew that platform wasn't really right, but tried it anyway. I'm gonna go down to a 1 1/4 inch bopper now. So he got a lot lighter weight. There is a little crack right there, right across behind that platform. It's an amazing rock though. I'm thinking that's a kind of a Paternelli's flavor actually. That's what that is. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but I think that's some Paternelli's flavored rock. Amazing all that in one place. I mean, it's not necessarily one place because you got access to a lot of land there, but man. Missed. Probably ought to hit this side first. missed again, so it's right that time. Excuse me. By now, I'd normally probably have this thing in my hand hitting on it. But I really want to practice hitting on my leg a little bit more. I want to get on the old big blade project, the big beautiful blade project. And it's going to be more leg work than hand work. Yeah, I don't know, I just got so wore out last week. I was all gung-ho to do that last week, and I got just wore out and didn't feel good. And just had no confidence to hit on that big rock. That camera quit recording on me. This iPhone, I tell you, it's full. And I just delete everything on there and it's still full all the time. I don't know what's going on. I just can't seem to get it to work like I want to. Shoot, I keep deleting a lot of good videos here. Some of them I don't never even get to post, or I get to make another one, then have to delete one just to finish the one I'm trying to make. And what I don't understand is I pay for extra storage in the cloud, but I don't understand why. I mean, how you get to? I mean, all this on my phone should be able to go to the cloud, and I save it. But I just don't know how to do that, I guess. I really like the good old days when I had a 35mm camera with an SD card and a card reader on the pooter. I wasn't even thinking, I wasn't even looking to see if I was in the camera. But I'm just gonna finish this thing up by hand. All I need is a little mass off here and here, just a few little spots, a little mass on it, and then it'll be a preform. So I'm gonna turn this camera down a little bit. I should have done this ahead of time. That ought to work. I wasn't gonna say it, but I missed again on that one. It way to the left. I just don't know why I missed so bad. I keep trying to do exercises to tighten up my swing, but I just missed twice to the left again. Seems like the more I try to fix it, the worse it gets. Yeah, come, I heard a rat or something jump over there on the table. I've been hearing them out here every now and then. But I ain't been seeing them. Turn it, talking about rats. Look what I did. I hit too short. Now that thing rolled out enough, it's gonna cause me to take another flake from this other side just to clean it up. But I got the old baby gun ready. These sights are cut off for it so you can shoot moving targets without trying to aim. Well, getting too short. This is most of the mass I still got left right back here on the tail end. I think I'm gonna hit this side first. This the highest. Hit too short. I think I need to bevel that a little bit better. Can't quite catch that flake right there. That was not a good hit. Man, I thought to get sloppy swinging at this thing. Man, I hate I drove that flake too deep, because if it wasn't for that, I'd go to pressure flaking this thing right now. That would have went a little bit farther. Still got a little rough spot right in the middle. Man, golly. That that time. I dropped it, and caught it, and dropped it again. Damn, I done created some curve in it, darn it. All that flaking I did up through there. Well, that helped get rid of a lot of the curve. Still got a little bit of curve. I need a little off that close to each side right there. And I sure used up a lot of width, but it's looking, I think it's looking like a Clovis. I'm missing so bad now, I'm gonna just stop right there and pressure flake the rest of it. Hey, it looks okay. Got a little mess right there I wish wasn't there. Well, I didn't quite get that like I wanted to. I guess if I go by the shape on this other side though, I got a little room to take a little more off right there, so. I might as well try it. Again, actually, I'm gonna try it a time or two there and missed. That plate just didn't go quite as far as I wanted it to, but that'll be alright really, because if I make the Clovis, that's gonna float out of there anyhow. Yeah, I'm just gonna quit right there, except for this spot. Yeah, I'm just gonna call that the preform. Heck, keep beating on it, won't have nothing left. Got pretty good contours, I guess. Just some bad spots where I miss and make some contours. I'm gonna have to really focus on pressure flaking this thing, cause it just ain't real smooth, but it's pretty smooth. I'm gonna move this camera down and get set up pressure flake it, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm just gonna, I lost my little braiding stone earlier, medium grit, so I'm gonna just use this kind of fine grit. Kind of strengthen them edges a little bit. I'm gonna come through here and just take little short flakes for the most part. Unless I got a ridge I push a little bit, I'll do that. But mostly it's just short flakes, kind of build some contours along these edges and straighten out the margin. Well, that's a slick spot right there. I just kind of cleaned up that edge a little bit, smoothed it out. Go over here and do the same thing on this side. Straighten out that edge. We'll just flip it over, kind of lightly crunch that. Brush down on it till we get rid of any lip. Boy, these old mouses and rats around here, they missing all the cat food, I bet you. I know I miss my darn cat. That cat was around here before I started napping even, so she has spent my whole napping career sitting right here beside me napping. Oh, she wasn't napping. She was napping. The other kind of napping. I was flint napping. Kind of smoothed out that edge. I'll flip over here and hit the last edge. Where's one right there? I need to. Darn, that flake went over in an overshot. Took off a little bit of far edge. It was kind of a thick platform there, and I kind of bowed up on it. Shoot, that's good enough. This side needs one more pass down it just to slick it off. It was a little rougher. It's got a little mass right there too. Wouldn't hurt to come off there. I'm gonna go through and kind of lightly bevel it. Not even real solid. I'll scrunch it to do the final little bevel. And I do the same thing down this side and kind of try to straighten up that little bit of overshot. Oh, it'll take just a little bit just to get that edge stiffened up and moved over just a little bit more bevel. I'm gonna scrunch them edges pretty lightly. Now this pass will be the final pass, so I'm gonna take care to try to make that edge, be raw flake scars best I can. Some of it might have a little dingleberries that I need to flake back off, but this is the thick side right here, so I'm gonna pressure flake that first. Buck Chaser told me at the nap in that Daltons were made actually starting from the base, flake to the tip, then come around and go tip the base. I'd never even considered that or heard of it or nothing until he told me that, but it works pretty cool. I've tried it a time or two. I don't know. I'm just not official on how exactly points were made back in the day. I wasn't ready. The flake didn't quite go as far as I would have liked them to actually thin that section down. I don't know if I can get it from this side because it's kind of a ridge there. This side sure ain't gonna go past that ridge. I don't know, it might. Them flakes so far is going past halfway. If they just maintain it right past them little flake cars right there, though, that's gonna be the kicker spot right there. No, right where it started in that concavity, see it broke. I should have skipped that flake right there probably. Got right over here beside that concavity spot. That released before I was ready. It broke off right where that other one did. Make sure that don't happen again. I'm gonna try to push flake up on that ridge right there maybe and clean up them things a little bit. I don't know if I can or not. I'm gonna just lightly, very lightly grind it and look at it. I'm afraid I'll kill my shape if I try to do that though, so I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna try right off that little big platform right there without grinding and messing up no more of that edge. I probably should have left that alone. Now I need to take this ridge too, because it's a high spot after taking that flake. That one of them things probably just been well enough left alone. And don't worry about a little hinge in the middle of the point. Well, that one over there and kind of got part of one of them. So. all I'm gonna do there. If I try to do any more, them things will start breaking off right there close to the edge. But right now, I can come back in just a minute, after I get through fluting and all that, and just touch that edge up and hit the high spots from the other side a little bit and sharpen it on up pretty sharp. But let's see. This side's a little bit flatter profile. And this side's got a little bit of a ridge to it. I'm gonna clean up that base a little bit. Well, all she lacks now is some flutes. This side already took a flake right up the base right there. It's kind of like a flute, so I'm gonna flute this side first. It's more flatter. This side got a nice little ridge for a flute. It's a little off center, but anyways, I'm just gonna make a little more bevel to this side right here. Pretty good bevel. Really flat to this surface. Ain't too crazy about, but I'm just crunch down on that edge. And I'm gonna hook up that window real quick. Put my leg over here, you can kind of see it. And I'm gonna flute this right there first. So put that tip against my finger. Grab them sides there and just try to get that thing flat, real flat. Put a little, oop, my stick there on the left. One like would tighten it up. Put the back edge, back pressure on it, and where's my move it a bit, my hit right there on the end too. I'll take it. Went slightly to one side. I don't know, I guess I might have had the tip turned that way, turned just a little bit so it went to one side more. Might be able to wide up the base end of the flute right there a little bit just by that right there. I don't really like the way that terminated. That's what we got though, so. Bevel it back this other way real quick. I think that's just enough bevel to make it a little thinner bevel than that other side was. But so I put it down, make sure I ain't got that tip turned. I ain't got it turned. I think if you don't hit straight down, though, if I hit kind of backward toward me, that'll drive that flute down one side or the other too. So I think it's important to hit directly straight down on the end of this stick right there. I just almost knew that one didn't. I didn't feel anything release, so all I got was some little bitty baby flakes that didn't really flute it at all. Man, darn it. I think the way that platform was, I should have isolated that. I mean, the way that bevel was, I probably should have isolated that flute platform right there a little better, because that just didn't work at all. It got kind of two flakes went two different directions. So now I'm gonna have to remodel this daggum platform and try again. This time though, I don't really like to make quite that big of a concavity, but this time I'm gonna isolate. I really don't have much of a bevel there now. I mean, that thing is thin, so I'm gonna isolate it this time. I should have isolated last time. Let's take a little flake out that way. There's not much isolation, but I did slightly isolate that thing. That's all I got. Grind it good and strong, cause I think I'm in a bind to get that flute to go now. Really, is just not nothing left, no contour left there, nothing. Oh, I didn't even get nothing. I'm gonna grind that just a little bit more on it. That was my tool is right where my tool is sitting right there. I think I might be mumbling again. Things going right, I'll be talking loud, but things going wrong, I'll be mumbling. But it's still fun, even when I mumble and sound like I'm just frustrated and stuff. I'm really not that frustrated. It's more I think I ain't in the camera. I can't even seem to get in the camera now. Still didn't get nothing. Copper coated my platform. I guess I'm gonna have to do a little something else with it. A little more bevel. A little more isolation. Hopefully that'll work. Got something that time. Yeah, I'll take that. Now all I'll do is clean up them edges right there. I'm gonna have a really thin fluted base. I'm almost talked myself into making that into a Dalton, but I don't know. Let me straighten it up. Being so far in there, I'm scared to flake it hard enough. But I need just a little bit more cleared off right there and there, just to smooth out that flute channel right to the end. Darn it, that just crumbled. Well, that just right there just crumbling. Man, what for that? That'd just be almost a really nice thin flute termination. I kind of cleaned it up. That's all I'm doing with that flute. I guess you'd call that the flute initiation, not the termination. But it does look a lot thicker on this side than it does the other side. I think that's just because this edge sticks out a little farther. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna scrunch that right there just a little bit, try to knock off that bad termination right there. Well, I probably took off, I shouldn't have went all the way back once I took that little piece off of there. I should have just been happy. I'm gonna go around and just take a final little sharpening flake just to make that edge sharp. I'm gonna call that doing. Well, I ain't quite done. I know what I forgot to do. We'll get this right here. I forgot to grind these edges right there and make it. I'm gonna take just a few little flakes just to kind of hollow it out a little bit right there, but not much. I probably should have did this before I grinded that so strong, because I thought I could grind that shape in there, but I couldn't. I just don't like them little long ears like that right there. Need a little more off that. And that's gonna be it. I'm gonna grind them edges now real good. And that's it. Just put just a little bit of curve on the base, but it ain't much. But I'll call it Clovis. What do you think? Look Clovis-ish. In 30 minutes just do that. I'll be back though with another rock.